and many meat. Yes. Remember we said one man's meat is another man's poison. We're going to see how we can count meat. You're going to tell me, you remind me how we count meat. One responsibility, 5 So we're going to make them plural because we want them to become many And one is a responsibility. One duty, the duty that I have to perform. Okay. Responsibility. I'm responsible for that piece of work. Arrest. One arrest. Now, arrest can be used as a verb. To arrest, to catch. The police arrested him. So each person who is arrested, each person who is caught, each person who is captured is one arrest. So the speaker for the police, the police spokesperson will say, well, not speaker, the police spokesperson, the one who speaks on behalf of police will say, oh, we made 5 arrests during the scuffle. Okay? People attacked the police and we made 5 arrests of those hooligans. Okay, 1 arrest, many. Elephant. Elephant task. Yes, what is a task? T-U, not T-A. Because T-A means something you have to do, some work which you have to do, and usually it is heavy duty work that needs thinking and doing a lot of maybe muscle work. So that is T-A-S-K, that is a task. But a task, T-U, is one of those teeth, those long teeth. They appear to be horns, but they are teeth of an elephant. They stick out of the head and out of the mouth, and then there they are. One is a tusk, T-U-S-K. And it is these elephant tusks. There are even other animals with tusks. Okay? Like you have the rhinoceros horn, which is also sometimes called a tusk. Then you have the wild pigs. Those ones have some funny teeth. So those tusks, elephant tusks are used to make ivory. Ivory is the material which is made, which is got out of elephant tusks, and it is used in carvings, it is used in different decorations in houses. Very nice. Some of the women who are rich, some of the rich women, wealthy women, wear shoes whose heels are made out of ivory. But nowadays, very few people wear ivory-heeled shoes. Why? They are very expensive. Very expensive. And so what is done is to get plastic, to get petroleum as a raw material, to get oil, crude oil, and then make plastic out of them, and then people move with their shoes with sharp heels, and they move around making a lot of noise. Dow, 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 dow. And then they pretend to be wearing shoes with ivory heels. But they're not ivory heels, those are plastic heels. There's a time when I was young, our father showed us a small radio that had been made out of ivory. He told us it was made out of ivory, and it looked white and nice, very sparkling, very nice, shining. So ivory can be used in decorations, in carvings, and so on, in sculptures. So elephant tusk. Will you count the elephant or the tusk? I don't know. Animal defender. Animal defender. A defender of animals. That is 1. Then how many? If you have 5, will you call them animals defenders? You're going to tell me. Let's go to the next page, and we want to look at the last part very, very well. Animal habitat. The natural home for an animal. Animal habitat. It may be a natural home for 10 animals, but that is an animal habitat. Don't call it an animal's habitat. No. Family member, a member of a family. I told you I'm the head of my family. So I have a number of family members. My dear wife is a member of my family. The other children are members of the family. There they are. Alida is there as a member of my family, Ajuna, and so on. Even Caesar is a member of my family. So they are family member. Individual family means one family. One family with I don't know how many members. Don't worry, but that's an individual family. That is one family, one single family. So if you have 2, then you'll not say one individual family. You're going to tell us what you're going to tell it. call it. A week ago, I met 2 poachers a week ago. So plural of a week ago is going to be written here by you and I. We're going to do that same together. A caged animal, an animal in a cage, a caged animal, an animal in that box, in that structure, which is made up of wire mesh or, you know, some kind of net, and then it is there, very firm. Yes, that's a caged animal. Caged animals are usually very dangerous ones because when you release them, they are going to run and attack people. So be careful when you meet caged animals in a zoo. They can be very dangerous. Caged animals can be dangerous. So don't joke with them because they're being confined. They're under confinement. They are captured and put in a small place, and yet they're used to running around and playing football, running and so on. And then you are confining them in a cage. A different place. They have gone to a different place. No, they have gone to different. Okay. Yes. Now, as if that's not enough, we want to look at something else. We are going to look at a captured animal, an animal which has been captured, which has been caught, a captured animal. Yes, there's a gentleman who passed away. He was called Dawa from Kenya. He used to capture animals. He used to capture pythons. He had a number of pythons, and he used to feed them on chicken from the university farm of Bugema. And then he caught a small animal which looked like a lynx. It looked like a small leopard, and then he caught it. How he caught it, I don't know. He got some guinea pigs, he got some rabbits, he got some monkeys, and then he made a very small a very small zoo, which people used to come and visit and have pictures with these animals. So he had captured those animals. An arrested poacher. Yes, one poacher who is arrested can be dangerous, but good enough if you disarm him, if you remove the ammunition from him, the weapons from him, then you can even kick him. You can even slap him because he has been killing our animals. So that is an arrested poacher. If you have one arrested poacher, someone could arrest 5 of them. So will you say an arrested? I don't know. You're going to tell me how it comes about, that it becomes plural from the singular, from one to more than one. So we're going to do the same. We're going to change each of these forms from the singular to the plural, and carefully, because you don't want to make a single mistake. We don't want to make a single mistake. We don't want to make a mistake in singular. We don't want to make even one. We are reading these forms aloud with a few partners, and we have done that, and write their plural forms beside them. Need, one need. What? Yes, children have their needs. Animals have their needs too. So need gives us needs. Needs. Now each time you're writing, be sure of your spelling, because if you write, for example, you write needles, you'll have changed the whole thing. It is need turning into needs. That's why each time we are writing anything, we should be able to read through it, check, because you never know. Mistakes are for human beings to make. I told you to err is human, to forgive divine. Right? One animal right? Yes, John? Animal rights. So you add an S. Animal rights. This work is very simple as ABC. Right? Right. Then one poacher. I don't like poachers. Oh, I've already given you the answer. Poachers. One poacher gives us poachers. They poach. They kill animals illegally, unlawfully. One thief. Yes, Dan? Thieves. Spell thieves. You're right, it is thieves. Spell it. Thiaves. Thank you. Thieves. I don't like thieves either. Because see, I had a friend who used to say, I don't like the rain falling at night. He was a man. I fear rain falling at night. I asked him why. You see, we used to have thieves, burglars, coming to steal in people's houses at night. Whenever it rained, they would come in. Because the neighbor wouldn't hear you sounding the alarm. People wouldn't hear. You'd think maybe a neighbor is beating up his wife. You see, some wives need a bit of beating. That's what someone told me. That some wives are so notorious that they need some beating. That when they have not been beaten for some time, they invite it. They say, husband, you have not shown any love for me. You have not beaten me for some months. Please, I'll be ready for your beatings. So one beating gives you, that is singular beating, then 5 beatings. So thieves usually came at night, and so my friend used to fear the rain at night. So thieves are bad. One hunter gives us a number of hunters. Hunters. So we just add S, hunters. Joan gives us number 6. 1 captive, 6 captives. People who have been captured are called captives. And people who are captives are in captivity. Captivity, the noun. They are captives. They are in the condition of being captured. They are in captivity. Injury. Joan, injury? Injuries. Okay, spell it. INJURIES. Thank you, Joan. Musa, let's move quickly. Treatment. 1 treatment. Can you say 3 treatments? No, you have got enough treatment. Has he got enough treatment? Has he got enough treatment for his baby? Treatment. Treatment remains. Treatment. Don't say treatments. Care. Many care or a lot of care? A lot of care. A lot of care. However, be careful, because sometimes you use the word care to mean problems. You could find someone not smiling, a man who is resting his head in his palm. And it's okay. Mr. Bizibu, what is the problem? Mr. Bizibu, what is your problem? Then he says, don't disturb me. I have a lot of cares. There, cares means problems, okay? Cares means problems. So it's nice that you sing a song to him because clouds show problems. Clouds represent problems sometimes. But clouds also, for farmers, represent hope. Because when you see clouds, then be sure the rain will come. But when we say, I have a lot of clouds in my life, that means I have a lot of challenges. Then you can sing to Mr. Bizibu, who is resting his hand, his head in his palm, and say, sing the clouds away, night will turn to day. If you sing and sing and sing, you'll sing the clouds away. I cannot sing it up to the end. So during break time, just come and close me in, and then you ask me to sing that song to the end. It's a nice one. Sing the clouds away, night will turn to day. In other words, dark hours will turn into bright ones. So you shall have blessings and happiness. So care here remains as care. Don't change it into cares. Policeman. Okay. Yes, someone told me that he'd like to be a policeman. Is it you, Jeremiah? Who told me you'd like to be a policeman? Isa? Yes, Isa, I remember you telling me that you'd like to be a policeman when you grow up. At one time, I thought I should be a policeman. I had been teaching for some 3 years or 4, and then the head teachers used not to pay us. Okay? You take 3 months without being paid. And yet you are traveling to school every day. Then I said, no, Mom, my mother, I wish I would become a policeman. And I used to see policemen, smart people who spoke English and I loved English, who knew the law. So I said, it's high time I became a policeman. It's high time I joined. High time goes with past tense. It's high time I joined. It's high time I became a policeman. And a friend of mine told me one day, if you had become a policeman, you would have grown up into a very big police officer of a very high rank. I said, now, well, I'm very happy to be a teacher up to now because I was born to be a teacher. And I was born a teacher, born by a father who was a teacher. Teacher produces teachers. Okay? A teacher produces teachers. So a policeman, many policemen. Good. Many policemen. So yes, sir, if you become a policeman, I'll be happy.